dances.
Doom 2, the sequel to the original Doom released in 1993, was released in October 1994. That's less than a year after the first. But does this short development time reflect on the game? Hell no. Pun intended. After the immeasurable success of the first game, publisher GT Interactive demanded a sequel. Because who doesn't like money? So, they got to work. Or at least Sandy Peterson got to work, as he designed virtually every level in the game. And I doubt John Carmack had a lot to do, considering it's the exact same engine as the first game. And, getting back to level design, 90% of the levels are horrendous mazes of archviles and super shotguns. They are awful, large, ugly messes that take forever to navigate. These levels also manage to make the timeless pixel art graphics look very ugly. Look at Downtown. What city looks like this? And if you have to help players navigate your levels using big glowing arrows, you have failed. The levels just aren't fun. They're made to torture the players. So, what is new with Doom 2? Well, we've got one new weapon. Now, you might be thinking, just one new weapon? Well, that one new weapon is the Super Shotgun, a double-barreled boomstick of epic. And, on top of that, we've got many new enemies to fight. We get the Chain Gunners, which nobody likes as they're way too overpowered. The Revenants are skelly boys with rockets on them. I'm not massively keen on them as their heat-seeking rockets never fail to upset me. And the time they left me stranded in the desert doesn't help.
Suckers!
Then we get the Hell Knights, that are just simply recoloured Barons of Hell. They're just weaker and easier to fight compared to them. We also get Mancubuses. Mancubi? They're just huge guys that may or may not be insulting you as they die. The Pain Elementals are just ugly cacodemons that shoot lost souls at you like an evil pregnant woman. We then have the unholy, all-powerful, and monster respawning Archvile, who totally ruins any sense of fun whenever they feel like making an appearance.
Get the fuck out of here!
Another interesting new change they've made is that the Cyber Demon and Spider Mastermind turn up as traditional monsters, and this is different as in the first game they were both sort of end-of-episode bosses, but now they're just placed anywhere in the level. So this means they've come up with a new final boss for the game, in the form of an evil wall that spawns enemies. I think I'm beginning to notice a pattern here. Bobby Prince's music is always amazing, sound effects are more diverse and now too with all the new enemies they've added into the game. The artwork by Adrian Carmack and Kevin Cloud is also wonderful. This does help give Doom and Doom 2 a timeless quality, but the odd and at times ugly design of certain levels and locations make the game look very, very ugly. There are far too many open and wide spaces in Doom 2 compared to the first game, and I believe that open spaces in Doom don't look as good as the more enclosed ones. That's why I think the original Doom is far more visually pleasing. It's also more colourful. Doom 2 is so red and brown. I know Doom 3 and Doom 2016 got a lot of flack for their lack of bright colours, but bloody hell, Doom 2 outbrowns and reds both the games combined. At least Doom Eternal looks like they might be returning to the bright colours of the original Doom. Now, I know it sounds like I hate this game, but that's far, far from the truth. It's so far from the truth, it's a myth. The only reason I highlighted the bad things is that we'd be here all day if I listed all the good things. I think if you've watched any of my videos for around 6 years, you'll probably know I absolutely adore the Doom franchise, and if you're remotely interested in playing Doom 2, you should get the game on Steam and then download a free source port off the internet. Source ports allow you to play the game with a mouse rather than just using a keyboard. I use GZ Doom, but there's countless source ports. It's really down to personal preference. So, in conclusion, Doom 2, 50% brilliant, 50% infuriating. Play it.
See this? This is my boomstick!